The following is an exclusive live presentation of the RBA Sports Network. We bid you a very pleasant good evening courtside at Atlee High School as we get set for Game of the Week doubleheader Capital District basketball action. It is the Varina Blue Devils who have come to Atlee to take on the Raiders. We'll begin with girls varsity, boys varsity still to come. The Varina Blue Devils have been ranked in our RBA Sports Network top 10 poll all season long. And despite a couple of losses coming into 2018, Varina comes in with a record of 6-4, and with already a win in hand against these Raiders at home about 2 weeks ago. Atlee comes in with a record of 7-5, coming off a very good win over Patrick Henry on Friday night, holding the Patriots to only 21 total points in a 45-21 victory. Rob Witham along with you. First of two here tonight. We'll have the number 2 ranked Varina Blue Devil boys coming up shortly against the new look Atlee Raiders, head by new head coach Raleigh Axel. That's on the back end of our doubleheader. And to let you know, on Twitter, we're already pouring out school closings for tomorrow. Currently, we can tell you that Powhatan County, New Kent County, Amelia County, Dinwiddie County, Prince George County, the cities of Colonial Heights and Petersburg all have closed tomorrow. Henrico County has announced that they will make their decision early tomorrow morning because the snow is not expected to develop in the Richmond area until about after 2 or 3 tomorrow morning. But we'll be there with you on Twitter across our network to keep you posted on school closings, weather updates, traffic updates, delays, and more. So we are ready for that, but we're going to turn our attention right now to Game of the Week, doubleheader action. Blue Devils, Raiders getting set to tip. Girls varsity first, and the boys varsity game will be tipping off just after probably 7:30 p.m. Glad you're with us here tonight on the RBA Sports Network, a special Tuesday night edition of the Game of the Week. It'll be Addison Rasso. Jumping ball for Atlee. And I believe that's Najla Adiola. Can't tell with the hair if it's 20 or 22, but I think it's Adiola that might be tipping off for the Raiders. Atlee going left to right. Varina right to left across your PC, tablet, or mobile device. The tip control by Varina. Whitney Hobson quickly in the corner. A two-pointer is good from Sanaya Parker. And it's quickly 2-0. Nice pass from Ayer to Youssef to break the press. They get it out to Maxson. She'll put up a 3. It's an air ball. But there to get the rebound, Aya Youssef. Wearing a protective nose guard tonight. Ayer up at the top of the circle. She's the freshman who's had a very nice year so far for these new look Atlee Raiders. You'll recall last year it was all about the senior Elise Armentrout inside. The block party, they called the season last year, with Armentrout and a host of seniors graduated. Maxson and the Youssef sisters come in with the most experience for this squad. They're being patient offensively. With a 1-2-2 trap zone, they're going to try to double team Kelly Ayer. They get it to Youssef. Now Nada has it at the top of the key. Back to Aya. Back to Nada. She'll drive. Shot too strong. And the rebound comes down to Adiola. Hands it off to Hobson, working the point. Pass over to Jones. Jones cross court to Parker. Parker will return the favor to Hobson. They'll reset. 2-0 Varina, 1:15 into the first quarter. Jones Whipping it around. It's Hobson going to drive left side. Goes underneath the basket. Reverse layup attempt, no good. Fight for the rebound. Varina gets it. Back to Hobson for three. It's good. Whitney Hobson for three. 6:20 to go. 5-0. Maxson looking to bounce pass into Rosso. Does. Shot. Back iron. No. Ayer finds the rebound. Gets it out to Nada Youssef, and her shot is good. And Atlee on the board at 5-2. 2 minutes gone by. Long three-point shot, well too strong, but Varina gets the offensive rebound. Parker's going to drive in the lane. It's off the back iron, no. Goddard rebound, no. On the weak side, easy rebound for Adiola. Nobody blocking out to the left, and she'll lay it in for two. 7-2 Varina. 5:45 to go here in the opening stanza. Tori Dickerson will check in just a moment. Kayla Maxson looking to drive, kick it out right side. Ayer with it, and she'll back out. Maxson, right wing, bounce pass inside, then pitch it out to Aya Youssef in the corner. No, but Nada's there for the follow and the foul. Another situation where the weak side defense just wasn't there. And in a moment, we'll get the foul call. It's going to be on 22. Ayanna Nash, her first, team's first. Tahira Pryor and Dickerson will check in a moment for Coach Chandler and Varina. First free throw from Nada Youssef is good. She has all three Atlee points so far. 7-3. Varina with the lead. Again, Varina, seventh in our latest RVA Sports Network Top 10 poll. They've been around that 7 mark the entire season, 7 or 8. Back iron, second shot, no. And we got a lane violation on Youssef. She ran a little early in, knowing she had missed the free throw, trying to get the board. And the violation will wave off the shot and automatically give Varina possession. With the 7-3 lead at 5:22 to go first quarter. Jones over to Hobson, right side. Telling her Dickerson to set her a screen. She'll drive, give it to Dickerson on the give and go. Goes up, shot no. Rebound in, and a jump ball. Possession arrow belongs to Atlee. Nada Youssef with the defense that time. Ball turns over to the Raiders, trailing by 4. Lots of high school basketball across the area tonight. We'll keep you posted as scores come through on Twitter. Rasso, whip it around to Maxson, looked inside, nobody there. A bounce up top to Aya Youssef. Down to Kelly Ayer on the baseline. The drive, the shot, off the iron, no. Rebound, Rasso, in for 2. Addison gets a basket and a rebound, and it's 7-5 Varina. Hobson going to go coast to coast. High off the glass, no. Rebound comes off of Adiola and into the hands of Aya Youssef, who will bring it across the timeline. Bounce pass to Ayer, right side. She'll bring it out right wing, up top to Maxson. Maxson whips it around to Aya Youssef on Dickerson trying to drive baseline. Nothing there. Pass tipped out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Atlee Raiders. Varina 7, Atlee 5, 4:23 to go here in quarter number 1. Number 2, Varina at Atlee boys basketball coming up as our second game in our Game of the Week doubleheader here live tonight on the RVA Sports Network as Ayer will drive the lane, get the basket, and draw the foul. Kelly Ayer with the basket. She'll have a chance for the and one. First foul on Renea Jones. Second on Varina. Parker will check back in for Jones. And now Kelly Ayer, the freshman, will look to complete the three-point play and give Atlee their first lead of the evening. Shots up, back iron, no, and a long rebound comes out to Pryor. They'll kick it to Hobson, who will work the point just right of the circle. Now looking for a pick, gets one, double team, switches it over to Pryor. She'll drive the lane, put it up, too strong. Rebound, Rasso. Gets it to Youssef. That's Aya. Across the timeline, she'll work. Get it to Ayer, wide open on the baseline. Her jumper rolls around the back of the iron, no good. Rebound, Rasso, shot up, no, and Dickerson will grab the board. Quickly to Hobson across the timeline. 7-7, 3:45 in the first. Long three, top of the key, short. Rebound, Pryor, put it up, no. And a long rebound, gets tipped, fight for it at the free throw line. It's picked up by Varina. Tahira Pryor gets it over to Hobson. They'll reset, tied at 7, 3:30 to go in the first. And we get a tie up. Nada Youssef again on the defensive end. This time, Varina will retain possession on the alternate possession. Atlee boys behind us and to our left. We'll have them and number 2, Varina, still to come. Second half of our doubleheader here tonight. Nice bounce pass inside, and Rosso is going to commit the foul with the body and send Pryor to the line for 2 shots. First foul of the evening against the Raiders. Nobody in the lane to clog things up defensively, and Pryor had a beeline to the hoop. So Pryor will try to retake the lead for Varina, first shot in. And it's 8-7. Varina had the lead the entire time till Atlee was able to tie it at 7. Air missed the and 1 free throw, which would have given them the lead. Second free throw up off the left side of the iron, no good. Fight for the rebound, and it's going to go off of a Varina leg on the far end, out of bounds to Atlee. With the Blue Devils back on top by 1, 8-7 at 3:20 to go. These two teams again met back January 3rd. They got a game in before that snow on the 4th. Pass inside blocked, picked up by Youssef, gets it to Aya, and her 2-pointer is good, just inside the line. And now the Raiders have the lead for the first time tonight. 9-8, 3:05 left, first quarter. Inside to Dickerson, working on Rosso. Shot too strong. Pryor with the rebound, and another tie-up by Nada Youssef. She is really working it defensively, forcing 3 tie-ups here in the first 5 minutes. So, hell ball possession arrow to Atlee, and some full court pressure now from Varina. Air across the timeline, double team. Maxon almost loses it. Ayer's able to come back, help her, and get it. It goes out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Raiders. Tough week for Varina last week, finally getting out of the snow break, the unexpected snow break. With 2 losses, 1 to Hanover and 1 to arch rival number 3 Highland Springs. Steele, Parker, check that, Hobson is able to go coast to coast, and it'll go in for 2. And Coach Michael Rawlings wants a timeout. It's been a back and forth first quarter. And it's 10-9 with 2:29 here to go in quarter number 1. We have successfully rested up from our triple header last Saturday night over at the Virginia Preps Classic. Again, big thanks to Matt Hatfield, everyone at virginiapreps.com. And to Rob Welch and the gang at Henrico High School for making that broadcast possible on Saturday. Hope you joined us and enjoyed all of the action. Saw some of the best teams, some of the best players, not only in the RVA from elsewhere across the state, including the incredible performance from Jalen Jordan of Lake Taylor, breaking the single-game scoring record for the Classic with 38 in Lake Taylor's win over LC Bird. Out of the timeout, Youssef gets it down court. Breaking the press is Lacey Miller. Jumper from Air is good at the free throw line. And the lead back to Atlee at 11-10. Quickly, a 3-ball from Parker is no good. Dickerson fighting for the board. Saves it, but to Kelly Air. Parker's going to go back. Check that. Hobson's going to go back. Air will go up on her and will get the basket. 6 for Kelly Air. 13-10. Raiders up 3. 1:52 to go in the first quarter. Dickerson at the top. She'll get double team. Pass it to Hobson, driving up and good. Whitney strong to the hoop. She's got 7 of Varina's 12, and it's 13-12 Raiders. Kari Rucker into the game for Atlee now, number 10. Picks up her dribble. Got to get some help. Ayer's able to provide it. Bounce pass in the corner to Rosso. Rosso looking for help. 1 dribble, lost it out of bounds to Varina. Nice defense there by the Blue Devils. Shaden Boyceau will check in for Varina, replacing Hobson. Pryor will check out as well, and Jones checks back in for number 7 Varina. 1:23 in the first, 13-12 Atlee. Dickerson almost got tied up by Air. Then her pass was intercepted. It's Air driving up and too strong. Long rebound comes out. Can Kelly get it? No. Stripped away by Jones. Jones down the right side looking across court. Looking for Dickerson. The pass too high. And out of bounds back to Atlee with 1 minute, 3 seconds left in the first quarter. More full court pressure now by the Blue Devils. Miller gets it to Youssef. Back to Miller. Over to Ayer. Ayer works a screen off of Miller. They break it to Rucker. She'll put up a jumper. No good. Rebound, Rosso. Her shot partially blocked. Dickerson with the board for Varina. Chance to take the lead. Final minute, first quarter. Hobson. No, check that. Jones pulls up for three, and it's good. Renaya Jones for three, and it's back to the Varina lead at 15-13. A steal, a pass stolen away into the lane. It's Jones. She'll put it up, back iron, and in. 5 quick points for Jones. It's 17-13 Varina. Final 20 of the first quarter. In the corner, they find Rosso. Had a cutter, couldn't get it to her. Cross court to Ayer. She'll work it up top with 12 to go. Kelly's got Jones on her. Pass tipped. Taken away by Dickerson. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Atlee underneath their own basket with 5 seconds left. They'll quickly get Maxson back in for shooting purposes in this final 5-second stretch. Sophie Vandenhoff is going to check in too for Addison Rousseau. 5 seconds left, first quarter. Miller takes it out underneath. Got it to Maxson. She'll put up the three. Good. Oh, got to have somebody on Kayla Maxson in a play like that so that she doesn't get the basketball. And it's almost an even first quarter. Back and forth we go, and after one, it's 17-16. Number 7, Varina. And a quick update to our fans on Twitter listening tonight, or not listening yet tonight, but hopefully will join us. Got them a link to the broadcast as well as the first quarter score. Kelly Ayer with 6 to lead Atlee. And Whitney Hobson leads all scorers with 7 for Varina. Our YouTube Listen Live player is up and running and embedded at the top of the page right now. Easy way to listen live. It's at the top of RBASportsNetwork.com and HanoverCountySports.net. Second quarter about to begin. Varina with the basketball up, by 1. Jones had that quick 5-point stretch in the final minute of play. And it'll be a quick 3-pointer from Parker, and it's no good. Dickerson over Ayer to get the strong rebound. Torrey to the hoop, short. Rebound, Aya Youssef. Quickly to Miller. Miller crossed the timeline. Dribbles left side, needs a little help. And the pass is stolen and then knocked out of bounds. Hobson had it briefly, lost it in front of Coach Michael Rawlings of Atlee. And the Raiders will keep possession, but back in the backcourt. Down 1, just underway second quarter. Youssef is going to travel. She thought Miller was going to be available to pass, and she wasn't, and shuffled the pivot foot. And that's a turnover to the Blue Devils. After 1 tonight, just in on Twitter, girls basketball, Mills Godwin 13, J.R. Tucker 3. Godwin trying to shake off the upset loss to Glen Ellen last Friday night. Pass intended for Dickerson. She wasn't ready for it. Taken away by Kelly Ayer. She'll go up and put it in. And Ayer now leads all scorers with 8, and the Raiders are back in front, 18-17, 7:09 to the half. Hobson left of the circle. She'll put up a 3. It will find its way in. 2 hits to the rim using the backboard and a 3-pointer. 20-18. Drive, shot, no, but a foul. It'll be on Dickerson. And Aya Youssef is going to get 2 shots. 6:52 to the break at 20-18. But the Raiders with a chance to tie. First free throw is up, and that one is no good. 1 more to come. We know the Henrico Patrick Henry girls basketball game got pushed up to a 6:15 start, so they're underway in Ashland. But other than that, no games got canceled tonight or postponed because of the impending weather in the Richmond area, that is. Youssef misses the second. Rebound to Varina. They have the ball in a 2-point lead. Working inside to Dickerson. She'll get double teamed. Go strong, too strong. And the rebound comes down to Vandenhoff. Vandenhoff to Maxson. Bounce pass to Youssef. Looking across court to Miller. She's open. Around the corner to Maxson. Bounce pass to Ayer. Ayer kicks it back out. Miller. 3. Good. Lacey Miller for 3. And the Raiders back on top. 21-20. 6:18 to go in the half. Nash will check back into the next stop for the Blue Devils. Hobson working the point. Gets the screen from Adiola. The drive inside. Ball tipped, taken away. Ayer comes up with it. She'll go coast to coast again. Kelly Ayer feasting on the layup. She's got 10. And Atlee has a 3-point lead at 23-20. These Raiders are unbelievably young. Hobson using the right hand off the left side of the glass for 2. Whitney, if the name sounds familiar, once a member of the Lee Davis Confederates, moved to Varina last year. It's her second season with the Blue Devils. Pass attempt by Atlee, tipped out of bounds by Varina. Atlee will retain across the way. Our broadcast position is to the right of the scorer's table and right beside the Varina bench. And we've just got out of that play, we've got a technical foul called on Tori Dickerson of Varina, who was coming out of the game. We have her now down with that technical will be with 2 personal fouls, and it'll be Miller to shoot the technicals. First shot is good. 1 more to come. It's up, and Lacey hits a pair. So that puts the lead back up to 3 at 25-22, and now the Raiders will get the ball at half court after the technical. 14 fouls on Varina, 1 on Atlee. 5:27 and counting here in the second quarter. Hobson reaches in at midcourt, sticks it away from Ayer, and puts it up in with the right hand. 5:15 to the half. 25-24, the Atlee lead now just 1. Aya gets trapped, needs some help, and passes it right to Jones. Pressure starting to take its toll. Youssef tips the ball, and it's intercepted by Atlee. Then it's intercepted again by Varina. The ball slams out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Raiders in the front court. Some sloppy yet frenetic play here in this last sequence. And with exactly 5 minutes to go to the half, it's still Atlee by 1, 25-24. Youssef with the basketball. Nash tightly on her. Man-to-man defense by Varina. Maxson is going to get the ball, but travel as she shuffles the pivot foot before she starts to pivot in the lane. And now Varina can get the lead back with the ball down 1 at 4:48 to go here in the half. Fans got a great game of the week coming up next week. We'll talk about it at halftime. Hobson thought about a 3, keeps the dribble alive. Left side to Jones. Jones, bounce pass up top. Shot, 3, good for Adiola. Najla has 5, and the lead back to Varina at 27-25. Maxson finds Ayer open. Her jump shot, though, too strong. Rebound goes over Vanderkamp, and it goes straight over to Varina. Hobson looking to drive. 4 Raiders around her, blocked by Aya Youssef, out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Blue Devils. Great block. Tori Puttkammer is going to come in for the first time. And Ayer's going to get a break. They get the pass in. Pryor with it, right circle. 3-pointer attempt is no good by Hobson. Fight for the rebound. It'll go last, out of bounds on Puttkammer. And Varina will get to retain underneath their own basket. into Pryor, wide open for three. Shot no, and the rebound to Addison Rosso. She'll get it to Miller. Tie up, top of the circle, and possession arrow favors Atlee. They've gone to the half at Lucille Brown Middle School just in, thanks to Cosby Sports on Twitter. Number 5, Cosby 40, Huguenot 10. Maxson looks to pass, falls down in the process, loses the ball. Pryor driving, but she'll get fouled from behind. Puttkamer with the personal foul. That's her first and only the team's second so far tonight. So Cosby up at the half, Godwin up after one. And here it's 27-25 Varina with the ball up 2. Driving is Jones. Floater on the baseline is good. And Renaya Jones has 7 now. 29-25 Varina, 3:25 in the half. Youssef over to Maxson, left side, looking to get in the lane, does, and then she gets called again for a travel. That was very close because it also could be in a foul. Half second later, Jones was reaching in the arm and grabbed some skin, but the travel came first. Break for Varina. They get the ball back up 4. Hobson gets the screen, looks to drive, kicks it out. Pryor for 3. Count it. Tahira Pryor for 3. She's got 4. It's the biggest lead tonight for Varina. 32-25, under 3 minutes to go in the half. Atlee starting to have problems getting that offense going. They get a pass into Youssef. Shot's way too strong. Rebound to Whitney Hobson. She'll drive, put it up. Good. And a foul. Puttkamer commits her second personal foul. And Hobson with an opportunity to complete the and one, as she now in this first half has 16 of the 34 Varina points. And Varina could have the first double-digit lead tonight. The shot, no good. Beautiful rebound, though, from Nash. Great positioning. Kicks it out. Shot, no good by Adiola. And Rucker comes up with the board. Down court to Ayer. Ayer will pull it up, give it to Rucker up top. Whip it around. That's Rachel Green into the game for the first time for Atlee. Bounce pass to Ayer. Ayer picks up the dribble and needs some assistance. Green is there. And then it gets stolen and then stolen back. Ayer to Rucker. Rucker down to Green. Green, jumper, no good. Long rebound, picked up by Nash. She's in the corner, finds help in Jones. Jones will bring it across the timeline. Coming up on the final 2 minutes of the first half. Varina looking to build on their 9-point lead. 34-25. Hobson looks inside. Pass up. No good. Rebound fought for. Picked up finally by who? On the floor. We're going to get a held ball or a timeout. They're going to say Rachel Green got the basketball before a pair of Varina hands came in to force the jump ball situation. And it'll be Atlee timeout. They'll have the ball down 9. 1:49 to go first half. Varina asserting themselves. The defense fueling the offense in this stretch. Good pressure in the backcourt. Good pressure on the guards, on Ayer, on Maxson, on Green, on Rucker, and even on Youssef when she's working it up at the top of the key. And that's been the key to Varina building this 9-point lead. 34-25, 1:49 to the break. At the half, we'll go through the scores we have so far tonight. Several counties in the area have closed school tomorrow. We'll tell you about that as well. And we'll preview our big game of the week a week from Thursday night, baby permitting. I'll explain that at halftime, too. Into Rachel Green and back out of the timeout. Atlee ball down 9. Rucker going to lose it if she doesn't hurry up on a 5-second call. Bounce pass Green intended for Puttkamer, lost and taken by Varina. Hobson, drive, floater in the lane, in and out, no good. Ayer skies for the rebound. That young freshman does not care about height advantages. She'll get in and beat and bang and elbow with the best of them to get the shot, to get the rebound and to create some offense. Shot blocked. Rebound briefly to Atlee, and then Varina steals it. Final minute 10. Still, it's a 9-point lead. Critical stretch for Atlee. Varina scores 5 in a row like they did at the end of the first quarter, and it could be trouble. And there's the woman who did it. Jones gets the basket. It's a 2-ball just outside the free throw line. It's an 11-point game, 36-25. Green to Ayer. Ayer right wing. Keeps the dribble going. Inside to Rosso. It's blocked out of bounds. Last touch by Varina. Adiola getting in there to get a hand on it before Addison could get it. Maxson's going to check back in. Vandenhoff is back in. Maxson's going to be the one taking the ball out of bounds this time. You'll recall she got the pass with 5 seconds left in the quarter, hit a 3 at the buzzer. Now she'll put it into Ayer for 3, but her shot's no good. Rebound to Vandenhoff. They get it back to Kelly. Her shot again short. Rebound to Jones. Final 30 of the half. 36-25. Varina would love to stretch this out. 13-14 is a much different story than 8 or 9. Corner, Jones, open. 3, it's good. Missed assignment defensively for the Raiders. Final 15 seconds. Ayer will drive, put it up, no. Rosso all alone for the rebound and the putback. 39-27, 5 to go. Varina realizes that got to hurry. Half-court heave is off the top of the backboard. And we hit halftime. So it's 39-27, a 12-point advantage. And number 7, Varina, goes to the locker room with the lead. Entertaining first half and defense ruling to help Varina build the 12-point advantage at intermission. We're at halftime. Both the boys' teams going to get a little warm-up in. They're next, of course. Second game of our doubleheader, number 2, Varina and Atlee. Boys basketball still to come. Here live on the RVA Sports Network. We're going to take a very quick break, come back. Lots to talk about, so be with us back in just a moment.
Sheehy Ford of Ashland, with the largest inventory of Fords in the Mid-Atlantic, says fall head-over deals. Up to 40% off MSRP or 0% financing for up to 72 months. Sheehy is proud to present its Military Appreciation Program with savings and additional discounts for active duty, military reserve, retired military, dependent families, and now law enforcement. It's easy at Sheehy. Sheehy Ford of Ashland, Route 1 just south of Ashland. Online at SheehyFordAshland.com.
Massey Wood & West Incorporated has been serving the Richmond and surrounding areas since 1923, offering the finest in home heating oil and propane gas. They also offer professional service and installation of standby generators, tankless water heaters, gas logs, and gas or oil furnaces. Call them today for all of your heating needs at 355-1721. That's 355-1721. Massey Wood & West.
And we welcome you back in live here at Atlee High School. Rob Witham along with you here live on the RVA Sports Network. At the half, it is Varina 39, Atlee 27, 3, 6, 8, 10, 12. Renaya Jones with 12 points for Varina, but leading the Blue Devils with 16 points. It's Whitney Hobson. Great first half for her. And again, it was defense in the second quarter, a 1-point game after one, that really turned things around and helped Varina, both trapping in the front court, double teaming, forcing some steals at midcourt, and just not allowing Atlee. They could get in the flow of their offense in the first quarter. They maybe in 3 possessions in the second quarter actually got into the flow of the offense. Varina very disruptive, and when you're that disruptive, you're able to do some very good things defensively, and that's what Varina did. It fueled some fast breaks, got a couple of girls open for 3, and in spite of a technical foul that was called on the Blue Devils in the second quarter, they're able to build the lead to a dozen. Well, next game of the week, fans, is going to be a week from Thursday night, unless for some reason my soon-to-be-born grandson decides that January 25th is a great day for a birthday. Due date for my grandson is a week from today, the 23rd. We'll get another update from the doctor on Thursday as to how things are looking. My son, it's going to be his son. My son was 9 days overdue, and we had to go get him. So I have a sneaking suspicion that this bun in the oven is going to want to hang in the oven a little longer than everyone expects as well. So hoping next Thursday night we'll be live at Cosby High School to get you ready for number 2 LC Bird and number 5 Cosby in top 5 girls basketball action in the Dominion District. LC Bird having a fantastic year this year. Had an opportunity to see them early on in that win at home over Monacan that we had here on the Game of the Week. That was a great game. And Cosby, we haven't seen yet this year live here on the Game of the Week, but we have seen them in action back at the Time Dispatch Invitational Tournament. And so we've got Cosby and LC Bird. No, you know what? I apologize. We did have them in the third-place girls game because they had the lead and the comeback from Hopewell, and Hopewell beat them by 1. So we've had both on so far this year. But we'll have them both back on a week from Thursday night. That game was supposed to have been January 4th, but it got snowed out. So it's rescheduled for the 25th. We've rescheduled it to 7 o'clock Eastern, January 25. It's number 2 LC Bird and number 5 Cosby on the Game of the Week. We are working on a major Game of the Week doubleheader a little bit further down the road. We're hoping to get confirmation of it very soon, and as soon as we do, we will post it both on Twitter and at the Game of the Week broadcast schedule at the right-hand side of the page at rvasportsnetwork.com. That's rvasportsnetwork.com. We were working on some schedules earlier this afternoon, and we hope to get at least 3 more broadcast in here courtside before the regular season comes to a close, and then count on the RVA Sports Network across our Twitter network for live updates throughout the tournaments. No more conferences. We go straight to regional play after the regular season ends mid-February. And then, of course, the state quarters and semis will be at super sites across the Commonwealth as they have been what were last year. And, of course, state championships all down at the Siegel Center the second weekend of March. That would be March 8th, March 9th, and March 10th. So Whitney Hobson leads with 16 points. And a great work by Renaya Jones, especially. That stretch near the end of the first quarter where Atlee had the lead by 1. She went for 5 points in about a 30-second stretch. And then Maxon hit that 3 just before the horn to cut it to a 1-point game. And in the second quarter, Varina was able to put up 22 points and stretch the lead from 1 point up to a dozen. Scores as we have them right now on other girls' action. Godwin was up early on J.R. Tucker. Number 5, Cosby, all over Huguenot at halftime, 40-10. Thank you, Cosby Sports, on Twitter for that. And at 50, Lou on Twitter reports early on, Powhatan struggling tonight with Charlottesville. Charlottesville begins that game on a 13-0 run. Quickly, county school systems close tomorrow. Thanks to our partners at NBC 12 for the information. Amelia County, Charles City County, Dinwiddie County closed on Wednesday. Employees are code 0. New Kent County, Powhatan County, Prince George County, all closed on Wednesday. Prince George County employees, use code 4. And city schools closed so far. Colonial Heights, employees code 3. Hopewell closed tomorrow. Petersburg closed tomorrow. A couple of colleges are closed tomorrow. Longwood University was supposed to have first day of classes tomorrow. That will not happen now. So my daughter gets an extra day off before she starts her second semester of junior year. VCU will open at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Randolph-Macon will open at 10:30 tomorrow. And so far, everything is on for tomorrow night at Randolph-Macon. Hamden-Sydney comes in for the game basketball edition. And we'll have it live on Twitter at Hanover Sports tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, weather permitting. We'll be courtside for the Yellow Jackets and the Tigers. Yellow Jackets trying to stay unbeaten in the ODAC. They are tied for first with Emory and Henry, both at 6-0. And those two teams play at Emory and Henry Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m. And if they both win tomorrow night, they'll both be 7-0, and the winner will take the lead in the conference halfway through the conference season. Atlee now working right to left across your PC, tablet, or mobile device as our second half begins. Game 1 of 2 tonight on our Game of the Week doubleheader. Raiders working down 12. Youssef kicks it out to Rasso. Rasso picks up the dribble, needs some help. Finds Nada Youssef. Pryor working on her. Needs some help. Almost a 5-second call. Pass ripped away by Jones. Intended for Aya Youssef. Jones up to the lane. Shot no good. Rebound. Out of bounds to Atlee. Raiders will get it and going to need some help getting the ball in. They get it to Aya and now to Kelly Ayer. She'll cross the timeline. Lacey Miller going to check in a moment. Ayer, 15-footer off the back iron, no. Rebound to Nash. Hobson's got 16. Looks for more, no. Gives it to Nash instead. Her jumper back iron, no. Rasso will get the rebound and will get a foul. No, it's a traveling violation on Addison before she passed the ball away. And a turnover to Varina underneath. Maxson out, Miller in. Still 39-27, our halftime score. About a minute into the third quarter. Pass in, shot, no, but a foul. It'll be the second foul on Rasso. And that's going to give Adiola an opportunity to go to the charity stripe for 2. First shot's up and good. She has 6 points now tonight. Second shot up, and that's good too. 2 good free throws there. 41-27, Varina up 14, just about a minute into the third quarter. More backcourt pressure. They're having a hard time with it, and Varina gets it right back. Shot up, too strong. Rebound out of bounds to Atlee. And now the Raiders are having a hard time getting the ball into the front court as the Varina defensive pressure is wilting Atlee right now. Complete full court pressure. Needs help. Pass batted by Pryor. Out of bounds. Stays with Atlee. And Coach Rawlings says, I need a full timeout. The Varina defense is just suffocating. Coach Rawlings wants to talk it over. So 41-27 Blue Devils at 6:56 left here in the third quarter. Check that. It's not Charlottesville. It's Monticello that's playing Powhatan tonight. And it is 21-11 Monticello in girls action after a quarter. Pass intended for Air. She falls down in front of the Varina basket, and it's picked up by Hobson. Another turnover. Pass to Jones. She'll try to work inside. Didn't happen. Left. Bounce pass. And we're going to get a travel on Nash. Got the ball the Pryor left wing inside to Nash, but she swivels the pivot foot. And the turnover to Atlee, and they're trying again just to get the basketball in, and they can't. It is stolen away again, this time Adiola, and she has a wide open lay-in for two. 43-27, inbounds to Air, but Hobson knocks it away. Aya Youssef will check in. Maxson will check out. And Atlee right now, they'd consider a win if they could just get the ball across half court. Miller, ball gets away from her. Then she gets it back. It's a 3-on-1 if they hurry. And Hobson picks her pocket from behind. Even when it looks like Atlee can get something going, Varina is there. Hobson in the corner. That's Pryor. Pryor on the baseline will get tripped by Rosso, and that'll be her third personal foul. They've hit the half. Mills, Godwin, and J.R. Tucker. Godwin 30, Tucker 5, as the Eagles look to get back to the winning column after that loss to Glen Allen last Friday night. Pryor comes up limping a little bit, favoring her right ankle, and so she's going to come out of the game. Varina will get the ball underneath their own basket. They get it in. Jones kicks it out to Adiola. Adiola Hobson here, right wing. 4 dribbles and into the corner. Whitney anticipating the ball back, gets it. Looks inside, tries to find a cutter. Nobody there. Swings it to Jones. 3-pointer. No good. Fight for the rebound. Off of Varina. Aya Youssef had position. Nash knocks it from behind. Parker will check back into the game. Nash will go to the bench. And Atlee still looking for their first points of quarter number 3. Miller, ball long pass to half court, lost it. And the officials say it went off of her foot to carry him out of bounds far side in the bleachers. Rucker checks in. Miller checks out. Coach Rawlings still trying to find a combination that can get the ball up court. This has been a suffocating defensive performance here in this third quarter. 43-27. They're able to get Parker open in the baseline. Shot no. Long rebound comes out to Rucker. And then it's stolen. The pass to Boyceau. Tipped out of bounds by Nada Youssef. And Varina gets the ball back. We have spent the entire third quarter on this side of the court. 5:28 in the third. Hobson. Pass up top. Shot Adiola, no. Long rebound comes out to Youssef. She'll get it to Maxson. And Atlee will finally get the basketball across the timeline. Kayla will drive. It's open. Shot, no. Youssef gets the rebound, and she'll get tied up. As she did 3 times in the first quarter, now it's done under her. And Varina will get the ball on the alternate possession. 5:12 to go in the third. 43-27. Varina by 16. It's been 4-0 Blue Devils in this third quarter. And except for that possession, we've played the whole quarter here on this end. Green is able to step into the lane and get a pass and a steal. Maxson, bounce pass to Air. Air stops, looks. Maxson's there. Her jumper's up and good. And they're going to say it's a 3. Kayla Maxson with 6 now, a 3 in each half. It's 43-30. Raiders get their first points of the third quarter. Under 4:35 to go. Varina up 13. Boyceau to Hobson, who'll work the lane. Drive left side. Turn around right. Jumper, no. Rebound to Ada Youssef. No, check that. That's Nada with the rebound. Get it to Maxson. Maxson's going to drive. Her shot is short. Fight for the rebound. Taken by Varina. Quickly to Hobson. 3-on-1 if they hurry. Whitney bounce pass to Parker. Shot up and in and out. No good. Rebound to Youssef. Finds Aya. Numbers if they hurry, but a pass intended for Green was too long. Varina picks it up. Adiola to Hobson, and she'll get fouled. Wasn't in the act of shooting yet, so the ball will go out of bounds to Varina underneath. Nada Youssef commits her first personal foul. 3 on Atlee in this quarter. Varina has yet to commit a foul. They get it to Parker. Short baseline jumper will find a kind roll and go in. And Sanaya Parker has 4 now. Air picks up the dribble. That's dangerous here in the backcourt. And her pass for Aya Youssef is behind her. And Aya can't pivot quick enough to go back and get it. Out of bounds and another turnover to Varina as Shatasia Wooden will check in for the first time for the Blue Devils. Up 45-30 with 3:41 to go here in the third quarter. Pass is intercepted. Maxson gets it and is all alone and will put it in for 2 on the lay-in. Bad miscommunication there on the inbounds, and the ball was passed right to a Raider. 45-32. Parker into the corner for Adiola. Adiola up top. That's Boisseau. Boisseau, the pass to Jones. Jones, corner. Parker, 3. Good. 3-pointer for Sanaya Parker. She's favoring her right foot going back up the court. 48-32, Varina by 16. Maxson will go into the lane, put it up with the right hand, and it's good. And Kayla has 7 this half, all 7 Atlee points. 48-34. Boisseau across the timeline. Pass inside to Adiola. Another nice pass in. Good. Foul. And going to the line is Parker. Green on the foul, and an and one possibility here. Sanaya Parker with a chance to complete the 3-point play. It's up. It's good. Varina 51, Atlee 34. Maxson is down court all alone. They'll get it to her. She'll put it up. Too strong. Fight for the rebound to Green. Green to Youssef. Bounce pass to Ayer. Kelly out to Kayla Maxson. Drives, double teamed. Back to Ayer. They'll reset. 51-34 Varina. 2:30 to go in the third quarter. Aya to Nada up top. Nada almost stolen. Needs help. And we're going to get a foul. A reach in on Boisseau. Was playing good defense and then reached in a little too far, and the whistle comes in. First team foul against the Blue Devils. Tori Dickerson will check back in. For Varina as they look to win their 7th game of the year here tonight. Varina hosts Henrico on Friday night, and they've got Mills Godwin next Wednesday, the 24th. Atlee hosts Lee Davis on Friday night, and we'll be here for that doubleheader. Rivalry night in Hanover County. Live Twitter coverage on Hanover Sports. Rucker open, jumper up, back iron no, long rebound to Aya Youssef. Try to bounce pass it, it's stolen by Jones. Jones looking to go coast to coast up, no. And the rebound by Maxson as Youssef had great position, forced the layup to be too strong. Maxson bounce pass to Rucker. Back up top to Maxson, open for 3. No good. Rebound Dickerson, almost tied up. Pass tipped away by Ayer, out of bounds. It'll stay with Varina with 1:55 to go here in the third quarter. Parker's open. She'll take a long 3. It's an air ball. Varina tries to save it. Boisseau almost did. Dickerson tries, and it ends up with Youssef. Pass to Ayer, 2-on-1. Rucker cutting, shot up, and good. Kari Rucker for 2. It's 51-36. Back down to 15. Final 90 seconds of the third quarter. Parker driving, kick it, shot blocked. Lacey Miller gets it. And we'll get a reach-in foul on Jones, and that'll be her second. Addison Rosso of Atlee, the only player with 3 personal fouls, and we haven't seen her in a while here in this third quarter. Everybody else with 2 or less. Bounce pass into Rucker. Varina backs off the pressure defense. Pass almost stolen. Ayer gets it. Stops. Gets it to Rucker right side. She'll drive the baseline. Come back out. Kari needs a little help. Not going to get it from Miller. Now she will. Parker on her. Pass inside to Maxson. Twirls right side. Foul. It's on Boisseau. It's her second. Kayla Maxson will go to the line. And it is. 2 on Boisseau. 2 on her. 2 on Jones. 2 on Dickerson for Varina. Kayla Maxson has 7 of the 9 Atlee points in this third quarter. First shot is up, and that's good. So Varina has effectively neutralized Kelly Ayer, who scored 10 in the first half, and a lot of them on layups, off of transition or off of turnover. She has not scored yet in this third quarter. Maxson looking for more. Second shot up. Back iron, no. Rebound to Jones. Final minute, third quarter, 51-37, Varina. Looking inside for Dickerson. Finds her, turns, spins, up, good. Strong move to the hoop. Tori Dickerson with 2. 53-37, Varina. Maxson, top of the key. Bounce pass to a cutter, trying to get it inside to Vanderhoff, and can't do it. Jones now into the forecourt. Parker, back to Jones, free throw line. Jumper, back iron, no. Rebound, Maxson. 25 left in the third. Rucker with the ball. Down the lane to Ayer. Ayer wide open baseline jumper. Way too strong, though. Maybe too wide open. Rebound, Varina. Final 10 seconds of the third. Jones, Ayer all over her. Loses the ball. Gets it back. She's got to throw it. It's partially blocked by Ayer. And a great defensive job by Kelly Ayer to deny more points for Varina. But they build the lead a little more here in quarter number 3. We go to the fourth, 53-37. Number 7, Varina with the advantage. And again, it's been defense that has fueled the Varina advantage. Number 2, Varina and Atlee boys basketball still to come. Second half here in our Game of the Week doubleheader tonight. On the RVA Sports Network, we're scheduled to go on with that one at 7:30. We'll be close to that time, I think, as we come up close to 7 o'clock. On this Tuesday night. Again, Varina, they host Henrico on Friday. They have Mills Godwin a week from tomorrow. Atlee gets Lee Davis on Friday here at home. Tuesday night next week, they go to Clover Hill. If this weather holds that they've been talking about the last few days, it's scheduled to come in while you're sleeping tonight. And if the temperatures are what they say they're going to be, I suspect what we're going to have is a lot of school closings tomorrow and Thursday, and hopefully late openings Friday so we can get Friday night ball in. Rosso back in the game with 3 fouls. She's open on the baseline, hits a short jumper. 53-39 to start the fourth quarter. Pryor's open for 3, and she'll nail it. Tahira Pryor, her second triple of the night. She's got 7. 56-39. Pass intended for Maxson, stolen by Park. But check that, Park. Check that. It's Hobson. Hobson tries to pass it to Pryor, and Tahira wasn't quite ready. 3 on 2, and they aren't able to get the points. Miller will inbound it to Maxson for Atlee. 56-39, half minute into the final period. Maxson gets it to Ayer up top. Ayer drives, bounce pass to Rosso. Rosso got Dickerson on her. And do we get a foul? No. Lost the basketball. Last touch by Dickerson. And it will stay with Atlee. College basketball about to get underway down near Roanoke. It's Randolph-Macon against Randolph College in ODAC action. 7 o'clock tip at Randolph College. Of course, 2 former Hanover players, a former Atlee player on that Randolph roster. As Ayer goes in, high off the glass shot. No, it's too strong. And the rebound to Adiola for Varina. Kick it to Hobson. She'll work the point. A minute gone by in the final quarter, 56-39. Hobson keeps that dribble alive so nicely. Kick in the corner. Parker, three, no. Rebound long into Maxson. Maxson to Rucker. Rucker quickly down court. Air finally gets open for the first time this half and gets two. And she's got 12. 56-41 and a steal by Air. Shot blocked out of bounds by Adiola. And it'll stay with Atlee after a Varina timeout. Coach Chandler had to really work to get the attention of the officials to call that timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout for number 7, Varina. Final just in. Number 5, Cosby in our top 10 girls poll defeats Huguenot 70-15. So 70-15, Cosby a winner. Cosby again hosting LC Bird on our game of the week next Thursday night, January 25th, 7 o'clock Eastern time. They've gone to the fourth, Godwin and Tucker. Godwin comfortably in front, 38-16. Pass tipped going inbound by Pryor. It'll go out of bounds, intended for Rosso, but will stay with Atlee in front of their own bench. Mentioned a moment ago the 3 players for Randolph College, Elizabeth Ellen and Sarah Wright, freshmen from Hanover. Jennifer Weigel, sophomore, who graduated here at Atlee High School. Maxson in the lane, fights off a defender, puts a turnaround jumper up, no good. Battle for the board, won by Adiola. And then a pass intended for Pryor goes out of bounds. They just weren't looking at each other. Coach Chandler says it's okay. It's okay, resets the defense. Atlee ball up, down by 15, 6:10 to go in the game. Air into the corner. Back out to Kelly. Kelly to Maxson, top of the key, 3. No good. Rebound Dickerson. It was a great look for Kayla, just a bit short. Hobson with the board. She's still looking for her first points of the second half. Kick out to Parker, open for 3. It's well strong, but a nice rebound from Adiola. No good. Long rebound to Dickerson. They need to save it, and they're able to do it. Hobson gets it. She'll put up a runner. It's no good in the lane. Fights for her own rebound. Double team. Pass intercepted by Maxson. Gets it to Air, and Air's going to travel. Yep, she lost a half step there. Trying to get away from a defender. Shuffle the pivot foot, and back to Varina. 56-41. Varina underneath their own basket. Pass intended for Dickerson. Intercepted by Atlee. Air with it. Kick out to Rucker. Jumper. Too strong. Air runs quickly for the rebound. Then a pass intended for Maxson. Knocked out of bounds by by Varina. Atlee will retain. Miller will check back in for the Raiders, replacing Rosso. So Atlee tries to get a little bit quicker and maybe have some more outside shooting options. Down 15 here with 5:18 left. Miller almost lost the inbounds pass, and then the cross-court pass is stolen by Pryor. Pryor looking for help. Nobody was there. She'll back it out very wisely. Now she'll drive, put it up, and draw the foul on Youssef. Good thinking from Tahira Pryor, and she'll go to the line. Why go and you get a wild shot, miss it, and give Atlee another opportunity to try to cut into the lead when you can back it out, kill a few seconds, find an opportunity, drive it, and draw the foul. First free throw is up and good for Pryor, and she now has 8 points tonight. 57-41, 5:06 to go. Pryor's ready, second shot, nothing but net. 58-41, number 7 Varina, with 5 minutes left here at Atlee High School. Aya Youssef up top, kick it around to Maxson. Maxson at the top of the key now. Bounce pass inside, tipped by Dickerson, taken by Whitney Hobson, shot up. No, Dickerson there to clean it up, but too strong. Fight for the board, Dickerson again, and she's able to put it in. 60-41, quickly down court to Maxson. Hobson is now down. Maxson drives, gets the ball in off the glass for two. And Whitney Hobson is down, and she is in obvious pain. She somehow twisted an ankle, I believe. Coming back down defensively on transition. She pulled up, hopped a few times, and then went to the floor. Coach Chandler immediately talking to her. Trainer already out looking at the situation, and clock stopped with 4:27 to go here in the fourth quarter. 60-43 is our score. Top 10 boys basketball battle about to begin. Undefeated number 5 Collegiate taking on number 8 St. Christopher's. That game is at Collegiate as they look to go, I believe, 13-0 on the season. And, of course, Collegiate has number 1 Trinity Episcopal on the road coming up on Friday night, weather permitting. A couple of stats in from the Cosby win tonight over Huguenot. Nia Covington led the Titans with 13 points. Charmaine Lilly and Bailey Williams each with 12 this evening. They're going to have to help Whitney off the court. Coach Chandler is going to carry her off the court. Coach will do anything for her player. That's great to see. Way to go, Coach Chandler. That's impressive. They're going to work on Whitney. In the meantime, on the floor for Varina, Dickerson, Parker, Adiola, Jones, and Pryor will take the ball out of bounds. Again, Maxson scored a basket right after all of that happened. Ball in, Maxson tips it away. It's a turnover to Atlee. Ayer gets it and then loses it to Dickerson. Varina right back. Jones with the basketball. She'll work the point. 4:10 left. Dickerson, pass in the lane. Shot, no. Travel. She hopped. And you might be able to get away with that in the NBA, but you're not going to get away with it at the high school level. 4:09 to go, 60-43. One of the assistant coaches for Varina just kind of with a wry smile, understanding the same thing. Aya Youssef trying to drive the lane, denied by Dickerson, gets the pass out. It's Miller with it now. Rucker had it in the corner briefly. Up to Ayer up top. Kelly trying to find help. She'll get picked up by Jones. Pass taken away by Adiola. Adiola to Jones. Jones a 1-on-3. Ayer will strip it. Fight on the floor for it. Held ball, possession arrow to Varina. 60-43 Blue Devils looking for win 7 this season. Pass tipped by Aya Youssef. It goes out of bounds, and Varina will try it again to get the ball in underneath their own basket. Pass taken by Parker. Ayer was right there trying to steal it. Wide open. Shot, no good. Rebound, shot in. And that was Adiola with the basket. 62-43. Pass, stolen. And a double dribble. Dickerson had it. Dribbled a couple of times, stopped, started again, just trying to jumpstart the fast break. And turnover to Atlee. They are still working on Whitney Hobson here on the sideline, on the bench, hoping, fingers crossed, that she is going to be okay. Region 5B is going to be very interesting when we get to tournament time, first year of the region-only format. Both these teams trying to make it into the 8-team tournament in 5B. Maxson is stripped, and then Adiola loses it to Rachel Green. And we're going to get a double dribble called on the Raiders. That is Logan Babbs into the game for the Raiders with 2:57 to go. And Varina gets the ball back. Parker gets the inbounds. She may drive all the way. No, she'll get the defense to Dickerson. Shot, no. Rebound, she gets it. Tori puts it in for 2. If Tori could become very consistent in getting those layups, she gets 6, 7, 8, 9 opportunities a game. If you hit 7 or 8 of them instead of 4 or 5 of them, and now she comes up with a beautiful steal in the front court, puts it up and draws the foul on Babbs. And so Tori will go to the free throw line with 2:31 to go, and it's 64-43. Varina looks like they're on their way to win number 7. Wooden, Boisseau, Nash all set to check in a moment. First free throw is good for Tori Dickerson, who scored all 7 of her points here in the second half. 65-43. And now Atlee beginning to clear the bench as well. Green is back in. Dickerson set for her second free throw. Up. Good. 66-43, and Tori will come off. Nash in. Wooden in. Boisseau in for Varina. Final 2:30 of the game. Yeah, Region 5B, Highland Springs, LC Bird clearly at the top. Looking inside to Babb. She gets triple team, gets the ball back, tries to get it to Aya Youssef. Lost it. Pass off of the foot of an Atlee player. And Jones will pick it up for Varina. Here come the Blue Devils again. 2 minutes left. Open in the corner, Boisseau. Her shot is short. Got her own rebound. Cross court, up top. Adiola. Shot no. Rebound to Green. Green trying to get the ball down court. Is able to get it to Vandenhoff. Back to Green, who was open for 3 if she wanted it and didn't. Aya Youssef will work it up top. She's more than capable of doing that, too. 55, Grace Gulliford going to check in a moment. Vandenhoff, cross court. Aya Youssef, shot, back iron, no good. Rebound, Adiola. Finds Jones, 1:20 remaining. Jones will drive all the way to the hoop for 2. That is Renia Jones's first basket of the second half after 12 points in the first. Varina a little over a minute away from the victory. Shot up for Atlee. It's no good. Rebound Adiola. Works it down the court. Rachel Green on her there. Kicks it out to Boisseau. Up top to Jones. Jones around to Wooden. Her jumper for 2 is good. Jatasia Wooden gets 2 points. 70-43. And the Blue Devils, it's that defense in the second quarter, and especially first 3 minutes of the third, that did the damage here tonight. As the Raiders will fall to 7-6, and Varina will move to 7-4. Final 20 seconds. Bounce pass into Rachel Green is tipped away, and it'll stay with Atlee underneath. Mills Godwin wraps up the win over J.R. Tucker in girls basketball action tonight. 44-27, final score there. Pass into Green up top. Trying to get it inside, and it's tipped aside by Varina. Adiola with it. Pass. Shot. No. Rebound. Fight for the ball. Held ball. Possession arrow in the final 3 seconds.
3 seconds.
Will go to Atlee. And that'll do it. Your final score tonight here in game one of our varsity game of the week doubleheader. It is Varina 70 and Atlee 43. Whitney is being carried on the back of the head coach, Coach Chandler. Wow, if you're gonna have a rough night and get hurt in the second half, have your coach take you through the congratulatory line. That's great. So 70-43 is our final score this evening. Got a recruiting alert that just came across that we just sent out on Twitter. Todd Anspach, the great kicker of Dinwiddie, is going to go to Chowan University in the CIAA. So congratulations to Todd on that decision. And again, girls basketball final. (44-27), Mills Godwin with the victory over J.R. Tucker. So let's look at scores here real quick before we wrap up, or scoring, I should say, before we wrap up and turn our attention to game two. Renaya Jones ends up with 14 points tonight. Sanaya Parker, double figures with 10. Whitney Hobson scores all 16 of her points in the first half before going down with the ankle injury in the second half. 11 points for Najla Adiola. And 8 points for Tori Dickerson. Very balanced scoring tonight. So Whitney Hobson leads with 16. 14 for Renaya Jones. Najla Adiola with 11 and 10 points. For Parker. As we get that information out on Twitter at Henrico Sports. All right, fans, we're going to take a quick timeout. We are looking at a 7:37, 7:38 tip-off of our second half of the doubleheader game of the week. Still to come, number 2, Varina and Atlee boys basketball. That is coming up next. A quick break, back in a few here on the RVA Sports Network.
Sheehy Ford of Ashland, with the largest inventory of Fords in the Mid-Atlantic, says fall head-over deals. Up to 40% off MSRP or 0% financing for up to 72 months. Sheehy is proud to present its Military Appreciation Program with savings and additional discounts for active duty, military reserve, retired military, dependent families, and now law enforcement. It's easy at Sheehy. Sheehy Ford of Ashland, Route 1 just south of Ashland. Online at SheehyFordAshland.com.
Wood and West Incorporated has been serving the Richmond and surrounding areas since 1923, offering the finest in home heating oil and propane gas. They also offer professional service and installation of standby generators, tankless water heaters, gas logs, and gas or oil furnaces. Call them today for all of your heating needs at 355-1721. That's 355-1721. Massey Wood and West.
Fans, we are between games here at Atlee High School. Still to come, number 2 Varina and Atlee in boys basketball action. The number 7 ranked Varina Blue Devil girls get the 70-43 win over Atlee in our first game here tonight. Varina Atlee, we're going to tip it off approximately 7:39, maybe just a tad earlier than that. So hang with us, fans. We're in between games here on the Game of the Week. right, fans, we thank you so much for being patient there. Gives us a chance to get our lineups worked up and set and ready to go. So that is done. And we're a little under 8 minutes away from the national anthem and then starting lineups for tonight's game between number 2 Varina and the Raiders of Atlee. Varina comes in with a record of 10-2. They have won 6 in a row since we last saw them back on December 19th at the championship of the Times-Dispatch Invitational Tournament when they had a heck of an effort in that loss to Trinity Episcopal. Remember, that's the second year in a row those two teams have played for the championship at the TDIT. And Varina got blown out of the building in 2016. They held their own and had a chance to win it in 2017. Trinity escaped with the win and the title. Varina has won 6 straight then, but it hasn't been easy. Saturday, they had a scare against Mills Godwin at home before surviving that one, 46-42 the final. And I suspect if head coach Raleigh Axel of Atlee had a chance to get his hand on some film from that game, he likely looked at that a lot here in the last 48 hours to try to find a way to figure out if Mills Godwin could hold them to 46 points and slow them down, what can we do? Because it's two similar situations and two similar teams. Now, Atlee is not as defensively disciplined as the Eagles are. That's a program and a system that it feeds off of defense. Atlee's still learning their way here under new first-year head coach Raleigh Axel, and in a weird paradigm here tonight, longtime coach of Atlee was Phil Reynolds. He resigned after last season. His son graduated here at Atlee, and he decided to step down after nearly a decade on the job as an assistant for head coach Andrew Lacey and Varina. So tonight, Coach Reynolds returns to Atlee, but now he's sitting on the right side of the scorer's table instead of the left, where he was for a very, very long time. So for Varina, it's very simple. You're looking right now at the situation in Region 5B. They and LC Bird are fighting for the number 1 seed as we are now about a month away from the start of the region tournament cycle in the middle part of the month of February. Varina, Bird, the top 2 in the region. Highland Springs struggling right now with 2 big losses Friday to Varina and then Saturday over at Virginia Preps to Green Run. Nathaniel Pollard was hurt. Don't know when you're going to get him back, hopefully very soon. But the Springers are struggling a little bit, and then you get kind of a mishmash of a lot of teams that could, on any given night, rise up and get a win. Meadowbrook is one of them. They upset Hopewell on Friday night. Henrico is another. They're looking better now than they did at the start of the season. And so what are the 8 teams that are going to get into the postseason out of the 15 in the region? Well, the Raiders were a team that a lot of people thought would be on the outside looking in. But with a record of 5-6, there are other winnable games still to come on the schedule. They want to get revenge on Lee Davis in the sense that they've already beaten them once. It was a makeup game on the same night as the TDIT final. Rivalry night's supposed to happen again here Friday night. And Atlee would love to sweep Lee Davis, something they haven't been able to do. That's always big if you're Eastern Hanover rivals, arch rivals, no matter where you are. And collect as many wins as you can. Get wins over a Lee Davis, over a Hanover, over a Patrick Henry. There's still 4 games left for these Atlee Raiders against those teams. 2 against Hanover, 1 against Patrick Henry, and again, Lee Davis in here on Friday night. And if you can get double-digit wins, you're likely going to be in the postseason. 8, 9, 10 wins, you may not be in the conversation. So you've got teams, like we said in the middle there, like Henrico, like Deep Run, Glen Allen, Mills Godwin, Meadowbrook, to where it's going to be, I think it's going to be Varina Bird at the top. The question will be who will be the 1 and who will be the 2. And then after that, if you're one of those other middle teams trying to get in, you'd love to get 6th. You'd like to be on the other side of the bracket away from the Blue Devils and from the Skyhawks. Let's take another quick break, just a really quick timeout, fans, about a minute and a half or 2. And we'll be back with the national anthem and starting lineups for number 2 Varina and Atlee. That's coming up next here live on the RBA Sports Network.
Sheehy Ford of Ashland, with the largest inventory of Fords in the Mid-Atlantic, says fall head-over deals. Up to 40% off MSRP or 0% financing for up to 72 months. Sheehy is proud to present its Military Appreciation Program with savings and additional discounts for active duty, military reserve, retired military, dependent families, and now law enforcement. It's easy at Sheehy. Sheehy Ford of Ashland, Route 1 just south of Ashland. Online at SheehyFordAshland.com.
Wood and West Incorporated has been serving the Richmond and surrounding areas since 1923, offering the finest in home heating oil and propane gas. They also offer professional service and installation of standby generators, tankless water heaters, gas logs, and gas or oil furnaces. Call them today for all of your heating needs at 355-1721. That's 355-1721. Massey Wood and West.
The following is an exclusive sports presentation of the RBA Sports Network. We come in for the singing of our national anthem. Audrey Taylor will provide the national anthem here tonight at Atlee High School.
What's so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land and the free and the home of the brave.
Nice job, Audrey Taylor, freshman here at Atlee High School. Had a chance to hear her do that for the first time Friday night when we were here for rivalry night action between the Raiders and Patrick Henry. Very nice job. Rob Witham along with you. Glad to have you with us here on the RBA Sports Network High School Basketball Game of the Week, Game 2 of our doubleheader. If you're just joining us, it was Varina 70, Atlee 43. The Blue Devils pulling away after a 12-point lead at the half to get the win in top 10 girls basketball action. And now let's get ready for the boys. Number 2, Varina, with a record of 10-2. Their starters tonight: Kennard Richardson, the point guard, freshman Jason Nelson, the big man down low, number 5, Tyrese Jenkins, joined by A.J. Williams and Simone Pinchback, with the head coach Andrew Lacey. And in a moment, you'll get starting lineups for the Atlee Raiders. Starting at guard, number 0, Allen Williams. And he'll be joined by the sharpshooter, Carson Miller, wore number 30 last year. He wears number 1 this year. And here comes, used to be 52, now number 10, the sophomore big man, Tyler Warren. Co-leading scorer in the win over Patrick Henry Friday night, Jace Catterton, number 14. And wrapping up the starting lineup, it's 21, Andrew Cook. And of course, first year head coach Raleigh Axel. Atlee in with a record of 5-6. And Varina with a record of 10-2. And I think Atlee, with the graduation losses last year, head coaching change, new regime, new schemes, to be 5-6, 11 games in, it's a pretty doggone good job by Coach Axel and these young men. But they got a tough test here tonight against a team who beat them by double digits just 13 nights ago. But now it's on their home floor, and we'll see if the Raiders can pull off the upset. It's Jenkins and Warren at center court, tip controlled by Varina, and we are underway here on the game of the week. Nelson will run the point, quick pass to Williams, up top to Jenkins, around to Richardson. A bounce to Nelson, corner, Williams, back out to Nelson. Williams right wing to Jenkins on the baseline, jumper no, and the rebound to Andrew Cook. Gets it to Carson Miller. He'll expect a trap here in the backcourt, and he gets it. Loses the ball, gets it back, pass, Williams. Williams underneath, Cook wide open for 2. If you break the press, you can be rewarded. The problem is breaking the press. Atlee does it the first time, and it's 2-0 Raiders, 40 seconds in. Jenkins pass tipped away, Catterton had it, lost it out of bounds. It'll stay with Varina. Nelson's going to work the right side, kick it into the corner. Williams tried to get a shot, nothing there. Jenkins, bounce pass, corner. Nelson, 3, up, rims in and out, no. Pinch back with the rebound, but he reaches over. And it's the first foul of the evening. And Atlee will get the basketball. Miller over the timeline. Warren will work it up top. Williams is on him. Drive, lost it. Jenkins gets it. Tyrese. Into the corner for Richardson. Pull-up jumper off the side of the backboard, no good. Catterton with the rebound. Williams will work here on the right side. Drive, put it out to Warren. Jenkins picks him up left wing. Corner, back to Warren. Up top, Catterton, 3-ball. Good. Jace Catterton for 3, and it's 5-0. Three-pointer, Williams right corner is good. And AJ makes it 5-3. We'll get a whistle and a turnover at midcourt. And Varina will get the ball at half court. Tart will check into the game for the first time for Varina, number 10. Try to get a pass inside the pinch back, and it's knocked away. Atlee up 5-3. 5:09 to go. Three-pointer Catterton off the right side of the rim, no good. Rebound quickly down to Nelson, and they're going to get Jason for carrying the basketball. So a turnover back to Atlee. Cook inside for two, a three from Catterton, a three from Williams for Varina. That's our scoring. 3 minutes in, 5-3 Raiders. Miller with Nelson on him. Pass to Cook. Cook to Warren. They'll switch this time. Pinch back on Warren. Pass Nelson intercepted, anticipated it, coming cross court. Warren with the block off the glass, and we'll get a travel on the putback attempt by Jenkins. Kyle Karabiak will check in for the first time. 4:40 to go in the first, and Karabiak will get it into Carson Miller. Carson needs some help, gets it across the timeline. Over to Karabiak. Now to Williams, corner Catterton. He'll drive the baseline, loses the ball, but it's tipped out of bounds by Jenkins, who had turned around. He didn't know that the cutter was coming. And if he'd held on to the basketball, it would have been an easy two. But Atlee gets lucky and retains. They get it to Miller in the corner, three, no good. Long rebound to Jenkins. Varina looking for their first lead of the evening. Nelson, baseline, up top to Jenkins, quickly. Over to Williams for three, short. Rebound. Karabiak. Over to Miller. Across the timeline. Miller keeps it alive. Picks it up. Cook helps out. Catterton in the corner. 3:55 in the first. 5-3 Atlee. Cook. Right side. Catterton. Jumper in the lane. No. Rebound. Pinch back for Varina. Quickly to Williams. Williams bounce pass down court to Tart. Tart. Looking outside, gets it to Williams, cross court to Nelson, corner, back to Nelson. Jason resets. Backs it out with 3:30 to go in the first. 5-3. Williams, who has the 3 points, to Jenkins, quick pass inside to Pinchback, out to Tart, three, short. Cook had the rebound, knocked away by Pinchback, out of bounds to Atlee. Miller into the backcourt. He's going to get double teamed. They get it out of his hands over to Williams. Williams backs it out with under 3 to go in the first. Karabiak to Miller. Miller keeps the dribble alive. Jenkins all over him, man-to-man. Lost it, got it back. Into the corner. 22 Jackson Battinger into the game. Miller, pass inside, and we're going to get a foul as Tart pushes Cook down to the floor. That's one foul on Tart, 2 team fouls on Varina. And we are still at 5-3 with 2:34 to go in the quarter. Claiborne will check in for the Raiders, as Miller will take it out underneath his own basket. Better hurry. Is able to get it to Claiborne. Karabiak with it. Down to Miller right side. Nelson on him, looking to drive. Nelson's there and then tries to strip it and will get a foul. Reach in on Nelson. His first, team's third. And another take in from underneath. They get it in. Miller gets it. Right side. And we have a timeout. And we have a warning issued to Varina head coach Andrew Lacey from one of the officials. A little maybe too much discussion. And the next time that happens, it'll be a technical foul on the coach and the bench. Get the ball inbounds. It's Williams with it. He looks to drive. He's blocked. That's a tie-up. Held ball possession error will stay with Atlee. 5-3. 2:14 to go in the first. Reach in. Jenkins reaching in on Karabiak, trying to get the inbounds pass. 4 team fouls on Varina. Pass tipped, out of bounds, stays with Atlee again. Shades of the girls' third quarter, where Atlee spent time just trying to get the ball inbounds. But they lead this game 5-3. This time up top easily to Claiborne. Claiborne to Miller right side. The taller Jenkins on him. Karabiak inside to Williams. Back to Karabiak, driving shot, no. Rebound Claiborne up, no. Rebound Jenkins for Varina. Jenkins cross court. Williams up top to Nelson, back to Williams, back to Nelson. 1:45 in the quarter. Williams, kick out. Jenkins, right wing, looking inside, nothing. Tart available, nothing there. And now we're going to get a foul. Karabiak with the foul, his first and the first foul against Atlee in this first quarter. 1:36 to go. And the game certainly being played offensively at Atlee's pace at 5-3. They get the ball in. It's good and a foul. Hernandez gets position on Battinger. And with a 3-point opportunity coming up for Jordan Hernandez. And could give Varina the 6-5 lead, and he does. First lead tonight for the number 2 ranked team in our top 10 poll. It's 6-5. Miller double team backcourt. Gets it to Claiborne. Loses it. And then taken away by Nelson underneath his own basket. Quickly down court to Tart. Back to Nelson. Top to Jenkins. Jumper up. Back iron. No. Rebound Atlee. Pass. Tipped. Double team. Intercepted. Nelson gets it. Draws the foul. Jason will go to the line. And a second foul on Jackson Batinger. And this time the freshman point guard Nelson will go to the free throw line to try to extend the Atlee lead. Extend the Varina lead at 6-5. First shot's good. Number 3, Highland Springs leads Hanover 23-10 after 1 quarter of play in girls basketball tonight. And in boys basketball after 1, it is Godwin 10 and J.R. Tucker 4. Second shot, Nelson, no good. Long rebound to Tart. Over Karabiak. Gets it out to Jenkins. Back to Tart. Back over to Jenkins. Williams, long 3 right side, back iron, no. Long rebound comes out to Nelson. Quickly inside to Hernandez. A kick out. Tart for 3. No. Forward. Varina winning the war on the glass. Tart drives. Gets it to Jenkins. Lost it. Back to Tart. Pass blocked. Out of bounds. Stays with Varina with 42 seconds to go in the first. Mills Godwin was the team that gave Varina fits on Saturday. Varina surviving that one with the Eagles 46-42. Godwin up 10-4 on J.R. Tucker after 1. Last check between number 5 Collegiate and number 8 St. Christopher's tied at 10 after a quarter. Mark Davis is there. You'll see highlights on that one tonight on NBC 12 News at 11. Nelson with the basketball, final 30 of the first quarter. Williams looking to drive. Back to Nelson, over to Jenkins. Jenkins cross-court pass almost to midcourt. Saved by Williams. 23 in the quarter. Bounce pass to Jenkins, taken away by Karabiak, and we'll get a foul. And if that's on Jenkins, that's his second. So 2 fouls on Tyrese Jenkins. Kennard Richardson will check in, and they'll get Jenkins off the floor quickly. Trying to get the inbounds pass into Miller. Goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Atlee. 19 seconds left, first quarter, 7-5 Varina. Pass in, get it to Miller. Miller double team, triple team, loses it. Richardson with it. Here come the Blue Devils. Kennard goes all the way for two. 9-5, final seconds. Atlee won't get the basketball up in time. Stolen, shot at the buzzer short. And Varina's defense starting to seize hold here after one quarter. 9-5 is our score. The Blue Devils in the first period on a 6-0 run. Nine 5 our score. 3 for Hernandez, 3 for Williams. Lead Varina. They have gone to the half. Number 5, Collegiate 27. Number 8, St. Christopher's 24. Varina ball to start the second quarter. 9-5. They're on a 6-0 run right now. Williams up top, around to Tart. Tart drives, kicks around to the corner. It's Nelson with it now. Back up top to Williams. Miller checks on him. Over to Tart. He'll drive and passes up and good. Boy, could have been a traveling call there. It was missed. 11-5. Had the hops, came all the way down before the pass was done. Was looking for the whistle. It never came. Catterton across court to Warren. Warren back to Catterton. Raiders trying to get their offense going. Varina flying across the court defensively. Miller gets away from Richardson, kicks it up. Karabiak now to Warren. Tyler looking inside, nothing there. Got it to Miller for 3. Good. Carson Miller for 3, and it's 11-8 Varina. 7 minutes left of the half. Drive, Williams, shot blocked by Warren. Out to Miller. Second block of the game for Tyler Warren, the sophomore. Miller into the corner. 3, Catterton, good. And they'll tie. It's 11-all. 6:40 to go in the half. Kick out to Williams. Williams stops. Free throw. Shot no at the line. Rebound to Pinchback. Gets it to Richardson. Kick out to Tart for 3. Good. Tart for 3. 14-11 Blue Devils. Warren gets it across the timeline. And the pass intended for Miller goes out of bounds, but it was touched by Williams, deflected recipient. Jason Wiggins going to check in for Varina. And 11, Cameron Smith will check in for Atlee. 14-11, number 2, Varina with the lead. We are 2 minutes gone by in the second quarter. Cook with the basketball. Needs help. And a steal. Steps in front. Will get a foul on the floor with the body. It's Miller, his first. And the 4th team foul on Atlee. Boys basketball after 1. Matoaka and Thomas Dale tied at 15. And at the half, Cosby and Huguenot tied at 22. Nelson with the ball. A hush comes over the Atlee crowd. Nelson keeps it alive. Kick out. Tart, 3. No good. Long rebound. Goes to Varina. Pinch back. Blocked by Warren. And now a tie-up. We get a whistle, and they're going to call a foul on Wiggins for holding. So Jason almost was able to get the tie-up, but not quite. Atlee's got to go to the length of the floor. That's been an issue here recently. 14-11, 5:23 in the second. Catterton will get it across the timeline, and that pass almost intercepted. Warren's able to get it. Catterton, Miller in the corner. 3-ball, good. Carson Miller is just so comfortable from beyond the arc. It's not funny, and we're tied at 14. Pinch back, working up top. One dribble to Nelson. Nelson looking to drive, does. Kick out. Extra pass, driving Richardson, and there is a tie-up. And the Raiders will get it on the alternate possession. Again, another situation where there could have been a travel call. Hernandez will check in for Varina in a 14-14 tie. 4:54 to the half. Miller to Catterton. Catterton double team, pass intercepted. Richardson anticipates it, and he runs over Catterton, who was able to go back and get position and draw the offensive foul. So Atlee will get the ball. That's the 7th foul on Varina. So the Raiders in the bonus the rest of half number 1. Miller, double team, trying to get help in the backcourt. Gets it from Cook, cross court. Kick it to Catterton. Thought about a 3 right wing, didn't do it. Pass to Miller. Almost carried the basketball, did Catterton. Takes the pass, drives, draws the foul. 2 shots coming. And it'll be foul number two on number 3, Jason Wiggins.
Jason Wiggins, 2 shots. The line for number 1, Carson Miller for the Raiders.
Miller at the line, 2 shots coming. First one, back iron, no good.
In the game, number 12, Anthony Williams for the Raiders. Miller gets the second shot.
Second shot, no good. Rare for Miller to miss 2 free throws. Coming up on the 4-minute mark here in the first half. 3-pointer on the way. It's good from the freshman point guard, Nelson. 17-14, Blue Devils retake the lead. Catterton gets it to Warren. Warren across the timeline, right side to Miller. 3-point game. Miller, long 3-pointer, good. So you should guard Carson Miller when he gets out of his car. We're tied at 17. Nelson, right side to Williams. It's a pesky Raider group here at home tonight. Quick passing around left side, back up top to Tart. Tart back to Nelson. Nelson bounce pass in the corner. Back to Nelson, looking for help. Miller there to strip it. Miller gets double team, needs help. Gets it. Double team right here, right in front of us. And we're going to get a timeout by Coach Axel.
Timeout, Raiders. 30-second timeout by the Raiders.
So they're somehow surviving the Varina press. And we're tied at 17-17 at 3:03 here to the half. So mark this little timeout here. Atlee will have the ball at midcourt in a 17-17 deadlock. 3:03 to go to the half. Warren to inbound, got it to Miller in the backcourt. Miller going to put up another long 3. That one well short. Rebound, Williams. Williams quickly down court. Hernandez has it. Can't get it. Gets it out to Williams. Shot up, no. Warren skies for the rebound. Back to Miller very quickly. Picked up by Hernandez. And we get a foul and a 1-and-1 coming for Cook. Fouls on Williams, his first. 2:36 to the break. And Andrew Cook, who scored the first 2 Atlee points of the night, now looks for 2 more. First shot good. So he'll get the second. It's up. It's short. Rebound, Tart. Pass intended for Richardson, tipped out of bounds by Allen Williams, and it'll stay with Varina with 2:29 to go, and a 1-point lead for Atlee, 18-17. They're at the half at Henrico. Warriors up big on Patrick Henry, 31-11. Jenkins will take it. A 15-footer is no good. Hernandez with a rebound. Jump hook up and good. This has 5 and the lead back to Varina. 19-18. 2:10 to go. Claiborne back in across the timeline. Williams picks him up. Pass to Williams. Williams guarded by Richardson. Cook with it. Back up top. Williams to Claiborne. Claiborne back to Williams, trying to post on Warren. Can't get it to him. Now they get it to him outside. Jenkins on him with 2 personal fouls. Back to Warren. He'll put up the jumper. It's no good. Williams gets the positioning for the board and will get the foul. Fouls on Hernandez, his first. And now it's double bonus. 2 shots for the final 96 seconds of the first half for Atlee, and Williams gets these 2. The Raiders can retake the lead. First shot, good. Allen on the board. And now in the 19-19 tie, the second shot rims out. No good. Jenkins with the rebound for Varina. Quickly down court, Richardson. He'll drive, put up a wild shot, no good. Hernandez with the board. He's blocked by Claiborne. Out of bounds trying to save it, Richardson, and the ball goes back to Atlee. 19-19. 1:27 to the break. Catterton will check back in for Claiborne. As Coach Axel continues to work the rotation, he goes 9-10 deep. Only 4 have scored so far tonight. Tyler Warren hasn't scored yet. But Catterton has 6 and Carson Miller has 9. All of those 15 points coming on 3-pointers. Only 1 2-point basket. That was Cook to start the game. Warren will drive this time. Shot back iron, no. Rebound, Jenkins. And then not tied up by Williams. Trying to tie him up. He'll commit the foul. His first and the 5th team foul on Atlee. Varina basketball, 19-19 tie, final minute, first half here at Atlee High School on the game of the week. Nelson gets the screen, gets it to Jenkins, kicks it over to Williams. Back to Jenkins for 3. Good. Tyrese Jenkins for 3. 22-19, the lead back to Varina. It's Miller back in the game now for Atlee in the final 35 seconds. Up top to Catterton. Catterton guarded by Williams. Gives it to Cook, Williams picks him up. Now to Warren. Warren looking for help inside. Nothing there. Gets it to Williams, right wing. Allen, bounce pass into Tyler. Tyler, shot blocked. Hernandez denies. Quickly down court, it's Nelson. Drive, shot, high off the glass for 2. Beautiful work off the glass. Final seconds. They got to hurry. Warren will put it up at midcourt. Off the back of the iron, no. And that will do it for half number 1. The Varina Blue Devils finish the first half on a 5-0 run. (24-19) is our score here at intermission. Number 2, Varina, and a pesky Atlee Raiders squad. They've just hit the half. Mills, Godwin, and J.R. Tucker. And Mills Godwin leading the Tigers. 21-9 is the score there. And a quick college basketball update. Randolph-Macon leading at Randolph. 46-25 is the score there, and they are at 4 minutes and 30 seconds left, third quarter down at Randolph College. Randolph-Macon looking to go 5-2 in the ODAC and give head coach Carol LaHaye her 598th career victory. All right, fans, halftime is here. Number 2, Varina 24 and Atlee 19. We will come back in just a couple of moments. And when we do, we'll get you set for second half action. Don't forget, game of the week coming up next week. Our Make Good game from the January 4th snow out. We will be live at Cosby High School for number 5 Cosby and number 2 LC Bird in top 10 girls basketball action. Skyhawks and Titans should be a good one. Thursday the 25th at 7 o'clock Eastern time. 7 Eastern here on our YouTube channel. Number 2 LC Bird and number 5 Cosby. Coming up a week from Thursday night. We're back after this.
Sheehy Ford of Ashland, with the largest inventory of Fords in the Mid-Atlantic, says fall head-over deals. Up to 40% off MSRP or 0% financing for up to 72 months. Sheehy is proud to present its Military Appreciation Program with savings and additional discounts for active duty, military reserve, retired military, dependent families, and now law enforcement. It's easy at Sheehy. Sheehy Ford of Ashland, Route 1 just south of Ashland. Online at SheehyFordAshland.com.
Massey Wood and West Incorporated has been serving the Richmond and surrounding areas since 1923, offering the finest in home heating oil and propane gas. They also offer professional service and installation of standby generators, tankless water heaters, gas logs, and gas or oil furnaces. Call them today for all of your heating needs at 355-1721. That's 355-1721. Massey Wood and West.
We are at the half. It's number 2, Varina 24, Atlee 19. Second half will begin in just a few minutes. Varina will have the basketball to start the second half as they come back onto the court to warm up with the 5-point advantage. Second half coming up next here on the RDA Sports Network. Raiders back on the court. Both teams warming up and getting ready for second half action here live on the RBA Sports Network Game of the Week. Happy Tuesday night, everybody. Rob Witham along with you. Live at Atlee High School. Earlier tonight, number 7, Varina defeats Atlee 70-43. That's the good news for Varina. The bad news is Whitney Hobson went down in the second half with an apparent ankle injury. Helped off the court, literally carried off the court by her head coach, Coach Chandler. And we're hoping that she is not out long and she is back in action soon for number 7, Varina, who gets the victory. Over Atlee, pulling away with a great defensive performance. Up 1 after 1, up 12 at the half. In the third quarter, they just absolutely suffocated Atlee's offense and then ran away with the win. Here, 24-19, Varina finishes the first half on a 5-0 run. And they get the ball to start the second half with a chance to finally maybe get a little bit of a cushion, which they have not had this entire night. They have had the lead, or it's been tied most of the way. Atlee has had the lead on several occasions. So Varina is going to look to even pick up that defensive pressure even more. Foul issues, the only one, Tyrese Jenkins with 2 personal fouls. Badinger has 2 for Atlee in a reserve role. Wiggins also has 2 for Varina off the bench. Jason Nelson led Varina with 7 points. And we get set for second half action, and we're underway. Varina working left to right across your tablet, PC, or mobile device. Richardson, kick out intended for Williams. Too strong, too far to the right. as Williams was cutting back up to the top of the circle. Turnover to Atlee. Catterton to Miller here at midcourt. Miller got across that timeline, and he just does. Over to Williams. Williams will back it out. Up top, it's Tyler Warren with it. Warren to Miller. Miller will get an offensive foul on Carson Miller. That is his second. Immediately, Coach Axel looks at the official and says, what? Said Miller, put that elbow out. As soon as you do that, that's what's going to happen. Matoaka is new to our top 10 girls poll, and they're celebrating in a big way tonight at the half up on Thomas Dale, 45-15. Jenkins, top of the key. He'll put up a three. It's short. Long rebound to Williams, trying to save it. Does to Jenkins. Pass in the lane. Now kick out. Richardson, left side. Foul. It'll be on Andrew Cook, his first. Second team foul on Atlee. They say on the board it's his second, but it's only his first. Referee is saying that he's going to get 2 shots. Coach Axel pleading his case as to why this is a 2-shot foul. Official explains he was on his way up, and if he's on his way up, he gets it. And now we get a warning on Coach Axel and the Atlee bench. So both teams have been warned.
Warning on the Atlee bench. Richardson shoot 2.
Varina got theirs in the first half. Atlee early on here in the second. Richardson at the line for 2 shots. First one's up. Good. Second shot is coming. Richardson takes his time, lifts it in the air, and it's good. 26-19, now a 7-0 run. A minute into the third quarter. Miller gets around Williams, now double team, picked up the dribble. Warren there to help him out. Warren's going to drive, lose it. Williams with it. Williams, finger roll, no good. Warren with the rebound for Atlee. Quickly to Miller. Miller cross dribbles, sends Warren away, hands it to Catterton. He'll reset up top. Atlee has not scored in about 3 minutes of game time. Cook bounce pass corner, Catterton 3. There's 3 points. 9 for Catterton. 26-22. The 7-0 run comes to a close. Varina by 4. Richardson up top, bounce pass right wing to Williams. Williams across to Nelson. Catterton picks him up. Kind of a 2-3 zone here. Nelson. Catterton there. 5:45 in the third. Nelson will stop near the free throw line. Jumper back iron, no. Ball tipped by Pinchback, keeps it alive. Beautiful bounce pass to Richardson. In for 2. Find the open man. Love the assist. 28-22. Miller picks up the dribble. Catterton there to help him out. Thought about cross court to Cook, wasn't available. Bounce pass to Miller. Miller to Williams, right side. Corner is Cook. Cook looking for Warren, not there. Williams, Catterton, 3-pointer well off the mark. Long rebound out of bounds to Varina with a 6-point lead, 28-22. 5:02 to go. I will say until my dying day that the assist is the prettiest part of basketball and the most underrated stat there is. 3-pointer up, no good off the back iron. Rebound to Carson Miller. Miller loses the ball. It was tipped into the backcourt, so no backcourt violation. Catterton with it. Catterton to Cook right side. 4:35 in the third. Pass inside, stolen by Pinchback. Here comes Varina. Williams with it, trying to get around Williams. And we'll get a foul and a basket and an and one opportunity. The foul is on Allen Williams, his second. And Anthony Williams will head to the free throw line to finish what he hopes will be the traditional three-point play, would give Varina their biggest lead tonight. It's up. It's good. Williams has 6 points. It's 31-22. Now a little bit of softer backcourt pressure. Man on man as opposed to a trap. Miller gets across the timeline. Up top to Warren and around to Catterton. 4:10 to go in the third. Miller left side, trying to find Warren. He's blocked by Richardson. Can't post up there. Miller keeps the dribble going. Jenkins picks him up outside. Halfway through the third. 31-22. Miller in the lane. Hop shot. No. Pick up on the rebound. Smith for two. Cameron Smith on the weak side cleans it up. 31-24. Richardson's answer is no good, but the rebound comes out to Pinchback, and he's fouled by Warren. First foul on Tyler Warren, who is scoreless tonight. Yet Atlee is still only down 7 at 31-24. Hernandez and Tart will check back in for the Blue Devils. The lead at 7. 31-24. Into Tart, right wing. One dribble, keeps it alive. Stops, three-pointer, no. Rebound Miller. Trying to get down court quickly is Carson. Kicks it to Catterton, and he'll travel with the basketball. 3:32 to go here in the third quarter. And it's 31-24. Number 2 Varina leading here at Atlee. They only scored 46 in that home win over Mills Godwin on Saturday. So the offense trying to get it going. Tart drives the baseline. Warren is there. Kick out pass taken away by Atlee. Smith with it. Smith to Catterton across the timeline. Numbers if they hurry. Miller picked up by Nelson. Step back. 3 short. Rebound Hernandez. Jenkins gets it. Tyrese. Right side to Nelson. He'll put up a 3. Count it. Another 3 for Jason Nelson. Timeout. Atlee Raiders. And Jason Nelson now has 9 points. Timeout Atlee. And Varina builds its biggest lead of the evening at 10. 34-24. 2:54 left here in the third quarter. And so glad you've been with us here tonight on the RBA Sports Network on the Game of the Week. Next game of the week scheduled for next Thursday night, the 25th, top 10 girls basketball action. We will be at Cosby for number 2 LC Bird and number 5 Cosby. Titans and Skyhawks, 7 o'clock airtime. We'll tip at about 7:15 or so. Live here on our YouTube channel. Never miss another game of the week. Subscribe to our YouTube channel today at youtube.com/RBA Sports Network. We won't spam you. We won't send you daily email trash. We'll only send you email alerts when either we A, put up a new video on our YouTube channel, or B, go live with the game of the week. And coming soon, we'll start to announce our game of the week spring sports broadcast schedule. You can only hear high school sports in Richmond all year long, August to June, only on the RBA Sports Network. Miller across the timeline out of the timeout. Atlee now working a 10-point deficit. And we'll get a hold on Williams. They're trying to set up the double screen for Miller. They started to get away from Williams, and that was his second. Number 3, Highland Springs, comfortably ahead of Hanover, 53-26 girls basketball. 3 minutes left, third quarter. Warren They try the alley-oop, and Warren misses the dunk. Varina gets it in transition, and Warren will foul Hernandez, and Hernandez will go to the free throw line. Now they're going to give the foul to Miller instead of Warren. Thought it was Warren that got him from behind. And Hernandez will go to the free throw line to try to up this 10-point margin with 2:28 in the third. First shot short. One more coming. Second shot. Rattles in and out. No good. Warren with the rebound. Two missed opportunities there. 34-24, 2:20 to go, third quarter. Carson Miller at the half-court stripe and gets across. Picked up by Richardson. After that third three-pointer, they don't want Miller to do anything. Richardson picks his pocket and goes coast to coast for two. Carson proved he can hit it from 25 feet, so they're picking him up at 35. 2 minutes to go. 36-24, Varina. Since that 19-19 tie, it's been 17-5 Blue Devils. Catterton into the corner. Ball out of bounds. It'll stay with Atlee. Tipped away by Varina. Warren gets it in. Back to Warren. Three-pointer short. It will go between the rim and the glass. And that course in basketball means held ball, and the possession arrow favors Atlee. So they'll get the basketball back. Inbounded to Warren. Into the corner. Miller, his shot going to be short. Rebound, Warren, back to Miller. Gets away from one man, puts up a jumper. It's no good. Fight for the board. And very physical fight for the board, I might add. And the foul will be on Tyler Warren. That's two on Warren. Williams, Karabiak will come back in. Warren's going to come in and have a discussion with head coach Raleigh Axel. Claiborne checks back in. Cook comes out for Atlee. Suddenly down by 12 with 1:27 to go, third quarter. Looking inside for Hernandez. Claiborne's going to knock the pass away. It'll stay with Varina underneath with 1:09 to go in the third. After three, boys basketball in the West End. Mills Godwin 28, J.R. Tucker 27. Inbounds to Jenkins up top. Gets it to Richardson, left wing. Richardson drives, cross-court pass, Williams, corner, Nelson, three. Good. Beautiful patience by Varina, that possession. Final minute, third quarter. The lead is 15. Catterton gets the pick from Karabiak. Jenkins with him. Claiborne picks it up. Across to Williams. Jenkins picks up Williams. Williams gets around him, puts it up. No, and Jenkins gets the rebound. Nelson down court. Williams, reverse layup is good. And Varina's feeling it now. 41-24. A dominant third quarter performance. 5 points for Atlee, and that is all. Catterton with 14, throws up a three, and it's good. 12 points for Jace Catterton, 41-27. Final 5 seconds, they got to hurry. Richardson doesn't realize it. He'll drive, jumper up, short. And it's a 14-point game with 8 minutes to go. Number 2, Varina 41, and Atlee 27. Number 9, Caroline, is trailing in the fourth quarter to James Monroe in Battlefield District action. Top 10 upset alert there. Waiting to get an update on number 5, Collegiate, and number 8, St. Christopher's. Let me see if I can grab one. At last check, they were going to the fourth. And it was 41-37, number 5 Collegiate trying to stay unbeaten ahead of their showdown at number 1 Trinity Episcopal on Friday night. Fans, tomorrow night, back on Twitter live at Hanover Sports for the game, basketball edition. We're live at Crenshaw Gymnasium tomorrow at 7. Randolph-Macon, Hamden, Sydney, ODAC men's basketball action. Live tweet updates throughout the night on Hanover Sports, part of the RBA Sports Network. Fourth quarter begins. Rob Witham courtside at Atlee High School. Glad you're with us for the game of the week. Nelson gets the basketball, flips it to Williams, up top to Jenkins, around to Richardson. Varina running the offense smoothly. Nelson, long three-pointer, back iron, no. Rebound, Allen Williams for Atlee. Nelson tries to pick the pocket. Coach Lacey yells, don't foul. Karabiak with it. Gets it to Catterton. Catterton behind the back dribble. Step back, nothing there. Picks up the dribble. Williams bails him out to Karabiak up top. Left side. Check that right side to Cameron Smith. Corner, it's Claiborne. Claiborne looking for Catterton. Couldn't get him open on the cut. 7:20 to go. Atlee ball down 14. Corner, Catterton, right side. Nelson's got him. Back out to Claiborne. Karabiak bounce pass. Left side to Smith, around to Williams. Hernandez on him at 7:08 to go. Atlee patient here. Smith shot well off the mark. Fight for the rebound. And is that a foul? Yes, it is. Foul is on Karabiak. And Varina is in the bonus. 1-1 with 7:02 to go. So Henrico up big at last check on Patrick Henry. Godwin had a 1-point lead on J.R. Tucker after 3. Collegiate up 4 on St. Chris after 3. Here it's a 14-point lead for Varina. First free throw is no good on the 1-1, and the rebound to Claiborne for Atlee. And the Raiders need a run, and they need it now. Smith, right wing. Corner to Claiborne. Claiborne looking for Williams. It's not there. Smith back to Claiborne. Pinchback's going to check in a moment for Varina. Now to Miller. Carson's going to drive. Put it up over Jenkins for 2. Carson Miller's first second half points come inside. 41-29. Under 6:30 to play. Nelson, cross court to Richardson. Bounce pass stolen. But Claiborne can't hang on to it. Steps out of bounds. So Pinchback will check in now at the whistle. Bounce pass into Jenkins, over to Pinchback, who cut in. Shot blocked by Atlee. Claiborne doing the honors. Nice work there by the young man. And we're going to get a foul at midcourt on Richardson with the body. Richardson thinks that it's an offensive foul on Karabiak. Both players are talking to the official. I'm not sure why Karabiak is. He didn't get called for a foul. Ball into Miller. 6 minutes to go. 41-29. Number 2 Varina leading here at Atlee. Richardson trying to pick Miller's pocket a second time. Not yet. Oh, he had Smith wide open in the lane, and nobody caught Cameron. Claiborne picks up the dribble to Smith right wing, and we're going to get a foul inside. This will be on Williams, and a battle with Karabiak underneath. That's his third personal. Ball into Claiborne. Now to Miller in the left corner. 5:30 to go. Carson will drive around Jenkins, put it up off the glass. No. Rebound up. No. Long rebound to Smith. Quickly to Claiborne, up and in for 2. Come on, Trey Claiborne with his first 2. And we'll get a foul on Atlee, and that'll be a 1-and-1 for Varina. And it's on Carson Miller. On the board, that's his third personal foul. First free throw for Nelson is good. Jason had 6 in the first half. He's got 7 this half and 13 points tonight. Second shot rattles out, no good, and Cameron Smith skies over Pinchback for the rebound. Pinchback all over him defensively, picks up the dribble. Williams is there to help him out. He'll get double team trapped. He'll get away from it. Bounce pass, open, Claiborne in for 2, behind Tyrese Jenkins. Not done yet, 42-33, it's down to 9, 4:50 to go. Richardson right wing, top to Nelson, back to Richardson. 3 ball in the air, no good. Rebound, Allen Williams for Atlee. A 3 here cuts it to 6. Miller across the timeline and a reach-in foul on Richardson. At 35 feet, that's his third personal. Tart will check in for Richardson. And Allen Williams will take it out. Across the way in the front court. Gets it to Miller. Carson looking to drive and gets the blocking foul. Carson Miller to the free throw line. No, they're going to say not in the act of shooting. It's on Pinchback. It's his second, but only the 5th team foul. So they say he was not in the act of shooting, and it'll be just an inbounds play. Miller up top to Claiborne. Claiborne to Miller, open for 3. Got it! Carson Miller with 14, and the game is now down to 6. 42-36, 4:13 to go. Nelson. Pass to Williams. Varina a little more methodical right now in the offense. Cross court over to Tart. Tart will drive. Kick it to Jenkins. He's up. He's got it for 2. I think he wanted to slam it home, but the defense collapsed on him a bit, and he just laid it up off the glass nicely. Get the 2. That's all that matters. Doesn't matter how. 44-36, 8-point game. Smith picks up his dribble, needs help, needs it quickly. Williams will bail him out. Allen up top to Karabiak, back to Williams. He'll back it out. 3:35 to go. Atlee ball down 8. Corner. Miller gets away from one man, now double team. Pass, intercepted. Here comes Williams. Up. And no good, the tip in from Jenkins. That's why you run the floor. The follow-up for Tyrese Jenkins. It's back to a 10-point game. Miller gets trapped double team again. Pass to Williams. Claiborne, the pass to him. Intercepted by Jenkins, who saves it on the far side down to Tart. Tart up, foul. And Charles to the line for 2. And Allen Williams will commit his 3rd personal foul.
Allen Williams, foul, number 10. Charles Tart to the line to shoot 2.
2 shots now for Tart. First one is no good.
Number 1 in the game. Tart Richardson for the lead. Number 10 shooting the second. Tart for the second.
Tart will get one more shot. We have some substitutions for both teams. Cook and Catterton are getting back in there. The starting 5 are back in for Atlee. And except for Tart, looks like starting 5 for Varina. Second shot, back iron, no. Rebound, Cook. Catterton with it. Across to Miller. Miller, double team. Catterton with it. Around to Williams. Nobody there. Up top to Warren. Warren around to Miller, open for three again. In and out, no good. Long rebound tip to Warren. Jumper in the lane, no. Rebound, Allen Williams. Lost it on the floor. Varina gets it. Williams around Miller. Around Catterton. And the underhanded finger roll for two. And we'll get a foul in the backcourt. It'll be on Williams. And I have him now for 4 personal fouls. 2:25 to go. 48-36. Henrico defeats Patrick Henry tonight, 66-33. Warriors, I should say, now 9-4 on the season. Survived that game with Glen Allen at Virginia Preps on Saturday. Tonight, they get a big win over Patrick Henry, who had won yesterday over King George. Three-pointer on the way. It's good. Miller open again left side. Back to 9, but down to 2:05 to go. Carson Miller with 17 points, 15 of them from beyond the arc. Final 2 minutes, 48-39. Baseline, floater Tart, no. Rebound, Atlee. Cook with it. Bounce pass to Catterton. Down court to Warren. Miller is going to have somebody shadowing him the rest of the night. Gets the screen from Warren. Miller keeps the dribble alive. Jenkins picks him up inside. Warren with it up. No. Rebound. Out of bounds. Richardson had a foot on the inline when he got the basketball in his left hand. It'll stay with Atlee. Nine-point game, a minute 29 left. These two teams played 13 days ago, and Varina won 61-41. Little different story here tonight. The Schrader team, Miller, long three-pointer, and it's good. How in the world? It hit the front iron, and then it got the kind roll on the rotation and drops in. Holy cow. Timeout, Atlee. I mean, he practically was touching Route 301. That is 6 3-pointers tonight. Thirty-second timeout complete. And Varina with the basketball, but it's down to 6. Remember a little bit ago, it was like 13, and it looks like Varina was going to pull away and run out. And didn't happen. Raiders have been gutsy here tonight against the number 2 team in our top 10 poll. Winners of 6 straight, 10-2 on the season. Nelson, left side to Richardson. Now it's a game of keep away. They get it back to Nelson. They're going to have to foul soon. Time is running out. Cook tried to on Williams. Cross court. Richardson retrieves it. Pass almost tipped away by Warren. Then it is. Williams gets it down to Warren. Warren slams it home. It's down to 4. Tyler Warren hadn't scored all night until that slam with 38 seconds to go. It's a 4-point game. Wow. .38 seconds left. And it's down to 4. But they're going to have to get another steal or foul again. (49-47). Matoaka leads Thomas Dale boys basketball after 3. And here, number 2, Varina trying to survive another game like they did Saturday. 48-44, 38 seconds to go. Raider fans pouring it on, trying to help their team. A double team in the corner. They get it to Jenkins. They got to foul soon, and they finally do. Although the Raiders thought they had a steal, they're going to put the call on Carson Miller. It is 2 shots. Miller's 4th foul. Jenkins fouled with 33 seconds left, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots. First shot rolls in. 49-44. Jenkins tonight, a rather quiet 8 points. A lot of his work, though, tonight, the defensive end of the floor. Second shot is up and good. Timeout, Varina. It's a full timeout for number 2, Varina. 33 seconds left. And it's 50-44. (46-42) was the final Saturday against Mills Godwin. That final surprised us a little as it came across Twitter when we were at Henrico at the Virginia Preps Classic. Varina is going to get everybody's best shot here down the stretch, and certainly when we get into that Region 5B, Varina and Bird fighting for the top, the 1. The other will likely get the 2. And then you've got a whole host of teams that could cause trouble below them. Henrico, Meadowbrook, Glen Allen. I could list 6 or 7 of them. Some of them won't even make the postseason. This Atlee team, they'll be 5-7 if they don't make the comeback here. But with more games against Hanover County foes, they can beat Hanover a couple of times, beat Patrick Henry on the road, get a win at home against Lee Davis on Friday, get to double-digit wins. They could be in the postseason, and they could be dangerous. Final 30 seconds. Miller, step back, picked up the dribble. Williams is there. Somebody's got to shoot. Williams into the lane. Shot up and good, and a foul. And one possibility. The foul will go on 34, Jason Williams into the game for Varina. And Andrew Cook, who scored the first basket of the night for Atlee, could make it a 3-point game. Cook at the line at 18 seconds left. The shot is up, and it's good. 37 quickly inbound to Richardson, trying to get away. Oh, he traveled. No, and we get a foul. He traveled with the basketball, but they're going to get the foul on Cook before it happened. Oh, if Cook hadn't held, that would have been a turnover, and the Raiders would have had a shot to tie it. This has been one more entertaining game, especially in this 4th quarter. Richardson at the line. The first shot is no good. Carson Miller back in. Hernandez in for Varina. A huge free throw here. A 1-possession game if he misses, 2 if he doesn't. Can Richardson put it in? It's short. Rebound Warren. They can tie it with a 3. Miller with 10. Under 10 to go. Trying to get a screen. And he is going to get, no, it's going to be lost out of bounds. Miller dribbled it out of bounds. And Varina wants a timeout with 6 seconds to go. Oh, my. They missed 2 free throws. But they lose the, oh man, Atlee with a chance to tie it, but they lose the ball out of bounds. Timeout, Varina with the ball, up 50-47, and 6 seconds to play. What a game this has turned out to be. Fans listening with interest in school closings in either Hanover or Henrico County, both jurisdictions have announced that they'll talk about it in the morning. So I suspect you'll get a tweet from us sometime in the 5 a.m. hour. And I suspect if the weathermen are right, you'll have a day off tomorrow. 6 seconds to go. Varina ball in the backcourt, up 3. They got to get it in. And Atlee's got a foul. Quickly. Pass in. Pass down court, foul. 4 seconds to go. Fouls on Warren, his third. To the free throw line. He spent the whole night on the bench. Jones, first shot is good. And it's a 2-possession lead. And Jones, I believe, has sealed it. Second shot's good. Timeout, Varina. It's a 30-second timeout.
Checking back into the game for the Blue Devils.
Raiders drawing up a play. At this point, all you can hope for is somehow you throw the ball down the court. Somebody can turn around, hit a 3, maybe get fouled on a 4-point play, and then deliberately miss the foul shot and try to get a tip in for a 5-point play in 4 seconds. Now, how you draw that one up, I'm not sure. Warren, baseball pass intercepted by Richardson. Miller will steal it, put up the shot. It's no good. And he comes over and hugs Richardson. Good respect from both teams. And what a game. Varina survives again as Coach Reynolds leads the Varina crew. And he shakes his hands with a lot of kids that he coached over the years at Atlee. Number 2, Varina, 52-47. What a game. What a game effort by the Raiders. The Raiders now 5-7, but a lot of winnable games on their schedule. With Lee Davis coming in here Friday night for Rivalry Night. We'll be back here Friday for that. Won't be on YouTube, but we'll be live on Twitter at Hanover Sports for that one. That's a girls-boys doubleheader. They've still got a trip to Patrick Henry. They haven't played Hanover yet at all this year. That's still to come. Varina goes to Henrico on Friday night. Henrico is coming off a 33-point win tonight over Patrick Henry. They'll have confidence looking to knock off their rival in the East End. And then they host Chancellor out of Region 4B. And that is going to be on Saturday afternoon. Wow. Fun night here, fans. Glad you were with us here on the RVA Sports Network. Don't forget, next game of the week, a week from Thursday night, we're live at Cosby High School. It'll be the Cosby Titans and the LC Bird Skyhawks, number 2 versus number 5 in girls basketball action. 7 o'clock Eastern. Our tip time will be about 7:20 here on our YouTube channel. Subscribe now. Never miss another game of the week at youtube.com/RVA Sports Network. Tonight's game of the week, an exclusive presentation of the RVA Sports Network. It's solely intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of the game of the week broadcast without the express written consent of HCS Media LLC is strictly prohibited. Back with you on Twitter tomorrow night on Hanover Sports for the big Randolph-Macon Hamden-Sydney basketball game. Stay with our Twitter network overnight and early in the morning to see if you've got school tomorrow. And the game of the week comes back next Thursday night. LC Bird at Cosby girls basketball at 7. Central Region Now podcast and new top 10 polls coming up Sunday. It's a busy week. Be with us. Rob Witham saying thanks for joining us on the RVA Sports Network.